Welcome to KBW.
What? Yeah,
Right?
He did a thing.
That's the doc. I do it every week. What are you talking about? See how much paid attention?
I thought it was a weird 3.
W?
Yeah, W.
W.
All right.
K.
Yeah, what?
B.
No.
W.
Come on, man. You know how many gangs are after us now? You can't throw that many gang signs.
W.
Oh, where I'm at.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This episode is scheduled for one fall. As you can see in the center of the screen here, we got Rico,
The Dragon.
Tugboat, makes his appearance back finally. How you feeling there, Rico? All right, good. It's great to see you back, doing well, I'm sure everyone out there is glad to see you back and doing well. Obviously, he's here to make some picks this week, but we're also going to
Because he's trying to steal titles.
He's trying, but it ain't going to work. This title's on the line. This one here, not the feet.
The feet
not
are
the
not
NXT, not the AEW one.
No.
It's this one right here. It's WWE Prediction Champion, which I have been reigning since...
Defending
reigning, since when? Since I beat you at WrestleMania?
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania? Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Since WrestleMania? Was that like 3 months ago now? I don't know. We've done so many pay-per-views here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so we'll be getting into that, making our predictions for...
WWE presents Stomping Grounds, kicking ass and taking names.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
All right, so first up, let's get into some AEW news here, Peppa and Tugboat. And the first thing I got on is they announced another match for All Out. It's going to be Moxley versus Omega. So not only we have the championship match with Chris Jericho and Hangman Page,
right,
we now have Moxley Omega, which I think is going to be a really, really good match. I don't think they're going to let Omega lose another big match, honestly. That's just my opinion. But also what they're doing it All Out is they are announcing the women's title.
Yeah.
I wonder how big that title's going to be.
It's going to be... I mean, I guess they're going to have to... I mean, because they're going to be... AEW is for all.
Did you see the AEW title there, Tugboat? Oh man, missing out.
Is he not a fan yet?
He's not a fan yet. We got to push him on board on this one, man.
Oh,
Listen, you gotta find a way to watch Double or Nothing. That was just an insane pay-per-view, great matches, and they showed the title. It was superb.
Being held up by Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Oof.
Man, you can't beat that. Bret Hart shows up. What a way to have it. Anything else to add to those matches?
They stole Bret Hart too?
Yes, they got Bret Hart to at least announce it. He's not
Bret
on.
Hart, Earl Hebner.
Oh, yeah, Earl
That's
Hebner's
a
there.
real deal when Earl Hebner.
Who else was there that they?
Earl Hebner, good old JR,
Yeah.
Jericho.
I heard Jerry the King maybe
Sean
joining over there.
Spears, the Perfect 10.
Yeah, Sean Spears. Ty Dillinger.
There's a lot.
They're there. They've taken a lot so far, man. They got a roster and it looks really, really good. Fighter Fest is next week, right?
Next week is Fighter Fest for free.
On YouTube.
So watch that.
The 29th of June. So watch that. I don't know what time it starts, but it's 29th of June. So don't forget to watch that. You can watch that, Rico, so you can check it out and you can, get on board with how AEW is doing it. I'm telling you, man, making moves and a way better show than what WWE puts on, minus NXT. I gotta leave NXT out because NXT does do a pretty good job there. But anything else to add to this matchup and this women's title announcement?
I love that the women's title. I was wondering because they were saying actually Tony Khan was saying on Stone Cold's podcast that they're building up for
Stone Cold.
Kind of. He said he still works for WWE, but he likes some goddamn good wrestling.
I'm surprised that was allowed.
That was a weird one to have, but Stone Cold can do what he wants.
So what was he saying now?
So he was saying that the tag team, they want to build women's tag team wrestling as well. So
man, I hope it's tag team titles.
That's what they were saying, that they're going to be tag titles.
So they're only announcing a women. They're only announcing a women. Is it a women's
single title?
A single title. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
the women's single title will be
and tags maybe later in the year or next year sometime.
Exactly.
Okay. No, I
they're not going to rush to get all the titles done.
See, I appreciate that they're trying to bring stuff out. Next on the lineup is the Young Bucks.
Young Bucks!
And they were in Mexico this weekend, I want to say.
We all know they go over real well when they go to Mexico.
Yeah, in the AAA, and they lost the AAA titles to the Lucha Bros.
Good.
In a very, very good match,
yeah.
I might add. The fans went crazy. They showed it on Being the Elite. If you didn't see it, check it out. And then the Lucha Bros also named their third partner Laredo Kid.
Yeah,
And
that's a good one.
This kid put on a match actually that they showed as well.
Yeah.
Man, he is a high flying young star. I think it's going to be.
I thought it was going to be
great.
whatchamacall for a minute. TJP. He was another non-WWE guy who was like a real flyer.
Yeah, well, this kid, I mean, the Radio Kid was put on a show. I mean, there's some matches you can check out and do anything else. Anything that the AEW news here, Pepper?
The only other thing I think I had for this was actually no.
Nothing AEW wise.
Nothing too crazy,
right?
honestly. AEW's been, they've been consistent, they've been steady.
They're making moves.
We announced last week about Dark Order, right?
Dark Order. We're talking about Dark Order.
That they added that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else AEW wise. If there is, I'll scream it out in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere. That's what we're going to do here. But also WWE news, which at least Tugboat over there can make some inputs since he loves the WWE so much.
Inputs.
Inputs.
Oh, okay.
Orton refuses to sign a contract. WWE offered Orton about $30 million, I want to say it was, if I remember correctly, and he refused to sign. So does that mean he's on his way out to AEW?
He's a very good friend of Cody Rhodes. They're very good friends.
I'm
telling Rico, I don't know what you're doing, man, but you're gonna have to start watching AEW if you want to watch any of the good WWE wrestlers. Yeah, because they're all running, man. They're running for the hills.
Orton's refusing to sign a contract, man. You're not gonna be able to watch Orton. He's gonna end up being on AEW and putting on a great show again.
Yeah, that's gonna be bananas.
Bro, your work is gonna jump ship too.
Well, he didn't sign the contract. They offered him the $30 million, and he still said no. He's not signing the contract. There's also been talks that WWE stars, I don't know how many, and they haven't announced who the names were, but there's been a ton of WWE superstars currently who obviously aren't being shown that are calling AEW because they want to get on the show. So there's a lot of uproar about AEW, and Vince is scared, and he's probably shitting himself right now. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry to curse there, KBW, but fans, but I got to put up there.
Poop.
He's shitting himself. I'm just putting it out there. But yeah, I mean, so Orton could be heading to AEW, and that means Rico, you gotta get on board, man. Start checking up all these pay-per-views. Start following Being the Elite, see what's going on with AEW and all the great stuff. Oh, Nightmare Family, they also do some segments as well on YouTube, all free stuff. You got some time to get back to work, might as well check them out.
Yep. AEW, Tony Khan announced that the tag team title for the men will be prepared for when they hit TV because they want to do it in a tag team division tournament.
Awesome. I love tournaments. King Ring tournament. I love that.
Where you can they said even where you can fight for a first round bye. Like they're going to make it as sports oriented as possible.
I'm so excited for this.
You could be like the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros.
Oriented, Rico. Come on now, get on board.
Like so, the Young Bucks and Lucha Bros could be the 1 and 2 seed, and they don't have to fight for that first round. They automatically get put into the second round because they're the two best teams
awesome.
in their brackets.
I love
Could you imagine doing instead of like the way we're doing for these scorecards? You're literally just doing like an NCAA bracket.
NCAA bracket would be awesome, dude.
Like an NCAA bracket.
I'm excited
for wrestling.
Like the G1, man.
Yeah.
Brand tournament is picks.
They're not dumb.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the brackets. I think it's great. I think it's going to be a great sports segment to wrestling that's been missing. Like I said, I love when they did King of the Ring. Yeah. I love those bracket type things. I'm always a fan of that stuff. So man, I'm not happy for that. So in NXT news with WWE,
I got WWE. One other thing with WWE, real quick.
You want to jump into that? Okay.
I mean, it's gonna be for Raw, but we're not burning through everything on Raw. So,
okay.
A Dean Ambrose promo was the one that he literally talked about on the interview with Chris Jericho, where people are stinky, smelly.
Yeah.
Elias opened up with it the other day. They used the one he said he wouldn't say about LA, about them being all smoggy. He literally opened up Raw with the promo that Ambrose just talked about. Moxley, my fault. That Moxley just talked about a month ago. So they said they're reusing the goddamn script.
They're reusing scripts that Moxley has said no to. Come on, man. It's not telling you gotta get on board there, Rico. But NXT, Matt Riddle, the UFC fighter.
I love Matt
Riddle. They've been pushing him. You think he's going to the main roster? Well, that's a no. They're bringing him back down. They're going to keep him on NXT. Not that he's ever left. When I say bring him down, they're not going to push him as hard as they've been doing. They still need to develop him more. They want to keep him developed, and I don't think they want Vince to get their hands on him. So even though they want him to beat Brock Lesnar up, Apparently we have our own Brock Lesnar drinking a straight gallon of water over here. So they want him to beat him up. So there's that. So Riddle will be there permanently for a while, at least a good while. And then if you have to say that, I'm going to go to the next thing because we got Gallon Jugger over here. Dana Brooke got injured at a house show, and her
turnbuckle shot
straight to the head, and
it hit like that. Yeah,
her face was so bloody, it wasn't even funny.
So hot.
She's out for a while, unfortunately, because I think they were doing a good push.
It was a nice little gash going on there.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Man, it's so rough to get her back out there. Come on,
so she'll be out for a while as well. So there's that. Anything else that you two want to add to some WWE news?
Unfortunate news. Andrade's aunt died after his mom just died.
So his mom died, now his aunt.
Yeah, they're all just.
Damn, man,
yeah, that's rough.
That's a shame.
But yeah, I don't have anything. What about you, young Rico? What you got in this?
I'm so pissed off that they keep denying Braun Strowman.
I agree.
All right. Well, hey, since we're getting there,
I agree. This dude has zero titles.
I like the transition that he comes back with on the first day.
Wait, has he won anything? He hasn't won anything, right?
No, tag titles. Remember? He won the tag titles last year.
With a kid. That doesn't count.
But hey, since we're talking about that, guys, you talk about Braun Strowman. Let's get into that match that he was in. Let's jump right into Raw.
Five-way.
Let's jump into the Fatal 5-Way on Raw. That's how Raw was started off. I missed the beginning of this. I got a text from Rico going, "Oh, they screwed Braun Strowman again." I go, "What?"
Ricochet.
Then I went back and watched it. Listen, I'm a fan of Ricochet. Don't get me wrong. I am. I love Ricochet, and I would love to see him in this matchup for USA's title. But I want to see Strowman versus Samoa Joe first. They were building that up before the whole draft, and then that disappeared. Yep. And then they brought it back again to then not have it happen. So Braun, I don't know what you're doing out there, what you're doing for WWE to hate you, but we love you here at KBW.
We do.
And we wish you nothing but hopefully the best. And if not, AEW, maybe they'll pick you up. Because, listen, I think it's ridiculous that you haven't been.
He doesn't do enough flippity doos, man.
Don't you see how agile was against last year, though? I'm just saying.
I know. I don't see him doing flippity doos in AEW.
Listen, I love Ricochet, but what is Ricochet going to do to Samoa Joe?
Rockets?
What is he going to do to Samoa Joe? He's going to go, choo-choo, with the
Well, no, Jericho, I was listening to. The only Jericho podcast I listen to now is whenever he does they're called banned WWE reviews. So or previews. So he does a preview for Battleground, and I think he called it like Super Stomping Fest or something like that. So
he's called it Battleground. Stomping Ground.
Yeah, we got all kind of now. That's
okay. Fair
so
enough.
He was saying that actually Ricochet called him and asked if he can use the what's that John called his finisher. The one I had it on my tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I can't remember. What's Jericho's finisher?
Code breaker.
Code breaker, I got.
Ask if he can use the code breaker because the 630 is hurting too much. To do it night after night, to do that 630, it's killing him. So they said, he asked him, he said, "Can you use it?" He goes, "Yeah, just don't call it the code breaker because I haven't been gone long enough." He goes, "But go ahead, use it, enjoy yourself." So Ricochet's going to start using the code breaker more as a finisher. So he can do that to Samoa Joe.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
But back to what Rico says though.
What?
I think they're trying to push Jericho or
Ricochet
and Cesaro like they did with Cesaro and Sheamus.
Oh God, yeah, where they had the 11 matches?
There's 11 matches and then became tag partners.
And then they became best friends?
Yep.
What the hell? That was terrible. I hated it.
Obviously, they're going to recycle what WWE does. They love to recycle, guys.
The bar was good for a minute, but like, otherwise that was kind of garbage.
Exactly. What else are they going to do with Cesaro? Nothing.
Right. So now he's left
he's
out
a fantastic singles, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but what are you doing with him? Same thing. Braun is very good, and I don't know why that man's never had a belt around him.
Tag titles.
No, it was with a child.
That child.
That's embarrassing.
That child has that title.
He gave the titles up to next time. I don't want them.
Listen, I wish I had that title.
I don't want them.
I wish Braun picked me to fight with him.
I bet you did.
I would have taken that tag title.
Oh, I bet you would have.
It would have looked better than this child's belt I got here that I've still been holding. I still have this title.
Guys, go on and Venmo us money so we can buy real belts.
Yes, please.
How about
that? Maybe Tugboat over there is gonna actually win it one day, just not right now. It ain't happening. None of you are taking my title this week. Don't forget. Or next week, Sunday, I'm keeping his title.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, so the we will sing. We know where I stand. So the Fatal 5-Way. I mean, they had Cesaro knocked out pretty quick. They had Lashley knocked out pretty quick. And then they came back to attack Braun Strowman. So then Braun Strowman get knocked out pretty quick, which is the dick move, which is why Rico's upset. And I get it. I mean, I understand. I I wanted to see the Braun Strowman that they've been pushing. So that was my problem.
Who's Braun going to be?
Nobody.
Braun doesn't have even have a
he
match
hasn't
at
a match.
Stomping Grounds.
No. So I'm hoping maybe he shows up. Unfortunately, destroys Ricochet and ends up getting the match.
He's not going to though. Cause
No.
He's still babyface.
Listen, I love Ricochet, and I want to see him in this match. Listen, you just stay down this point. I want to see him.
Died?
The leaners, the Bucks.
So both of them went down.
One went down, one was here.
R.I.P. guys.
But like, I wanted to see the Braun Strowman matchup more, and I think they've really screwed this up. And hopefully, listen, they can't even fill the stands for in Tacoma, right?
Yep.
They can't even fill Tacoma stand. They're trying to sell seats for like $20 for like ringside seats because it's not selling because no one sees stupid pay-per-view because it's a stupid pay-per-view. They're rematching everything from WrestleMania to that crap show last week they had. So there's literally no point in this pay-per-view.
They had Seth and Corbin, Kofi Ziggler, but that was both happened already, right? Both those matches happened.
Those were both a week ago.
Okay, Becky and Lacey.
Becky and Lacey was Money in the Bank.
Okay. Roman and Drew was WrestleMania.
It was WrestleMania. That's all. After that.
Alexa Bliss is in. It's like shocking.
Alexa Bliss in the tag team.
I do like the Samoa Joe Ricochet match. I think that's going to be fun.
I think it's going to be a good matchup. I wish it was the Braun Strowman one instead.
Tony,
no disrespect to Ricochet
versus Drew Gulak and Akira Tozawa. That'd be all right. But otherwise, yeah, poop card, bro.
Poop. So then on WWE, Lacey Evans confronts Becky Lynch.
She sure does.
So the only thing that Pepper was talking about here is what?
The dress size. It got real short. That girl got legs.
But
she actually
the women's right went from classy to trashy.
Oh no, she was still classy as hell.
Okay, I'm just asking a question.
As a classy Southern belle, you damn butt face. Yeah,
Did you see this part, Rico, with her short dress that Peppa's all excited about?
What's that?
Did you see Lacey Evans' short dress that Peppa's all excited about?
Yeah.
You saw her segment, right?
I'm not a big fan of her.
How dare you?
Oh man, look, these two were on page
How dare you?
at the last time when I took this title here, and now they're already starting a war with each other. I don't know what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. But Peppa was a very big fan of
Lacey. She also announced, like, finally let them know she's an actual U.S. Marine. That was her shot she took, is she's an actual U.S. Marine, where Becky Lynch played Marine on next to Miz in one of those movies.
Oh, really? The Marine 76?
Yeah, it's like Marine 76. Ginger style.
I didn't realize that, man. Much respect.
So she said I could lead my battalion by 5 and kick your ass by 7:30, honey. I was like, woohoo!
Peppa just got excited for you, Lacey Evans.
Skyrocketing into the top.
Lacey Evans, Peppa is your biggest fan right now.
Right now, I'm telling you, I would take her woman's right every day.
Then she'll knock you out for sure. With the comments you make. Then we had the 24/7 champ and Carmella were spotted at ringside.
Yo, dressed up like independent, like modern, like literally. It was cool seeing even Carmella was dressed up.
Right, Carmella was dressed up pretending it was. Listen, I love what to do his 24/7 belt. I know Rico again does not like the 24/7 title as well.
You're not a fan of the 24/7 belt?
No.
But
you don't like the whole half the superstars running all over like assholes?
No, that gimmick's old and it's making it. They just gotta kill time, and that's something dumb to kill time with.
But it's awesome because it's true. Well, what? We'll get into that. You know what? Listen, you and Peppa here must be splitting up. You guys were a thing, and now you're splitting up. I guess 2 not agreeing on everything. It's crazy.
Listen, it was fun. It was fun when they did it 20 years ago. Give it a rest. Send the broad in the back.
Not happening. You gotta give Truth his dues. This is title change like 6 times. Truth is like the 4-time champion. All right. It's like the Iconics having the tag title forever because they never defended the damn thing.
Right. The women have tag titles.
Yeah, I know, right? Then another matchup because we're highlighting Raw here, which wasn't really good, but it actually was better than most Raws have been in the past. Then you had the New Day against Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn in a oddly 2 out of 3 fall match.
Oh.
And if you want to note here,
they really have a thing with the 2 out of 3
2
falls
out of 3 falls match. This week was weird, but I want to note something here, and I don't know if you two have noticed it. When Sami Zayn is in a match, he's always going to lose, and he'll always take the fall. He's somehow always taking the fall. What happened this week? Who took the first fall?
Oh, he did.
He did take the first fall. And then what happened? They make Baron Corbin take the fall the second time. Because they super kicked him because he attacked Sami Zayn even though it was on accident, which at least this one looked really on accident compared to some of the other accidental ones.
Yeah, fake accidents.
This one at least looked somewhat accidental, but they super kicked his ass to nowhere's land, and 1, 2, 3, New Day wins. So Baron Corbin's on a losing streak going into, on a loss going into Stomping Ground on Sunday, which I enjoy because I don't like Baron Corbin one bit. What about you, Rico? What do you think of this match?
Corbin and Rollins?
No, it was the Corbin, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn triple threat. Oh yeah, the 3-man tag match, or whatever it was, 6-man tag match. Sorry.
That was another shit show. Sorry.
I wasn't a huge fan. I wasn't a huge fan because I wasn't a fan of the fact that it was a 2 out of 3 falls. It was just dumb.
You don't need 2 out of 3 falls.
I said, they're running out of stuff to kill time with. They might as well go back to 2 hours.
Exactly, I agree. I think it should be 2 hours and you have a better show.
But they're too greedy because that's an extra hour sponsorship.
Yep.
That's what the money is.
As a matter of fact, they should just cut it all together and go to 1 hour and have no commercials.
I'd be in for that.
I'm good for that. Trust me. NXT, man. I love NXT.
Like a Sunday Night Heat. You know,
yeah, I love that. Sunday Night Heat was great, man.
Good shows.
So then we get into hour 3 since we're talking about it, and we're gonna come back and hit on some points.
Wait, hold on.
What?
And after they go to 1 hour show, they can change the name from Raw to Overcooked.
Oh.
Man.
Yo.
Tugboat's on.
If we had one of them buttons, I would use the Ricochet Pound as like that we hit because he's shots fired.
Man.
Shots fired to WWE.
Rico's firing shots.
The Dragon.
We still trying to get a contract here, but it's okay. I like the shots fired. So in hour 3, our favorite segment here by Mr. Disrespectful White Pepper, and well, we'll get Tugboat's input on this. It was Firefly Funhouse. What do you think of Firefly Funhouse there, Rico?
Yeah, what is your issue?
Like I said, kill him in time.
What?
Come on,
No!
Look, you're either going to be the happy Pee Wee Herman, or you're going to come back as that, evil.
The Fiend. He's going to be both.
It's the whole purpose, man. He's got the good side, and then when he has turned up a notch, he's the Fiend. It's sort of like the Demon, but way cooler.
Well, this is more like Ken Clark and Superman.
He's wearing a mask. More like Robin. I'm excited about this, and I'm nervous.
Flash on me or something.
I'm excited and nervous all at the same time because the Firefly Funhouse has been so good, like rebuilding Bray Wyatt to like a different.
I like that they've been building Bray Wyatt.
But
that's
usually this is where when you have to do it live is usually where they take a giant dump.
I think we're gonna see him in Stomping Grounds.
They better not.
I think
someone's like, he's gonna be the special guest referee. I will punch you in the face if you make this guy super scary and he comes out like a referee and goes.
It's gonna be Shelton Benjamin. I think.
But why?
Because Shelton Benjamin is the one who fought Seth Rollins before Brock Lesnar. Remember back then?
Yeah, but he's a bum shit.
I'm just saying, it's another possibility. Oh, Brock Lesnar. That's who'll be a special guest.
That's what I thought it would be, because then he could count 1, 2, 3, and then
count 1, 2, 3 for himself.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that as well.
Whatever happened to Kurt Angle start?
Jason Jordan. He is I guess he got unadopted or something.
Well, no. Did you see Father's Day? Kurt Angle wished Jason Jordan a happy Father's Day.
Yeah, he sure did.
And Jason Jordan replied back.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. I mean, he was there was shots of fire there too.
Well,
Samoa Joseph, all his sons.
He said he's sunned so many people over the years. Thanks for the
they were thrown out there. So then we get into Seth Rollins versus Daniel Bryan. And that was the final match on Raw. So before we get to this, what occurred and all this other stuff, which is why the 6-man tag match happened that we didn't touch on. Seth Rollins came out with a chair, so he was going to beat anybody who decided to become a special guest referee.
This is my favorite part of the outside Firefly.
I love how he used this chair the entire night. He beat up EC3. We finally saw EC3, and he didn't last long.
Yeah, he beat him right up.
We saw him beat up Baron Corbin, which I love. We saw him beat up Eric Young, was it?
Eric Young.
I'm missing somebody. Am I? The original person that we're now. I thought it was somebody in the beginning he beat up with a chair.
Before EC3.
Yeah, before EC3 he beat somebody else up.
It was Baron Corbin in the ring.
No. Was it Baron? No, it was somebody else. I thought it was Baron Corbin's first original special guest referee. There was someone before EC3 that he beat up.
Oh, Elias.
Elias, thank you. I was like, I knew he started to show up with the Strowman Bull. So before we get into that
Strowman Bull?
The Strowman Bull. So before we get into the match, that's what happened all night. And that was fantastic by Seth Rollins, and I love this heel but not heel turn that he's making here. It's
I call it the
fantastic.
Stone Cold turn.
I like it. People don't like it.
You can do badass things,
but still be a good
but
guy.
still be a good guy.
So they get this matchup. Rollins on the side. Rollins picks up Rollins. They disqualify the match. Rollins wins, and then everyone shows up from the back at random at the end of this matchup.
Yeah.
And then, but it's still like 15 minutes. I'm like, the match can't end now. And then all of a sudden, the referee goes, nope, the match is reinstated. Everyone has to leave the side of the ring, which again was stupid. And then Seth Rollins wins.
Right, because it doesn't.
I was confused about the whole thing.
Because and I was watching the Chris Van Fleet interview with Sean Spears, Perfect 10.
Yeah.
And he said that the issue is that you don't build any credibility with the fans. He said that if you are putting wrestling out there where by the time both guys come down the ramp, you know who's winning the match, you've already not done you made it sound like your fans are just stupid. Everybody knows going into a pay-per-view, there is zero reasons for Seth to take a loss.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing as Ziggler on SmackDown. There's zero ways he was going to take a loss to Xavier Woods. It makes no sense. They have to go in on fire. Like if Seth loses going in to Daniel Bryan for no reason, okay, well then don't you have to put him in the match? Like it makes no sense.
Exactly.
So it was a stupid idea to waste a good match like that. Like that's two good guys who can go at it, and you waste it for a 7-minute match that got interfered and everything else. So dumb.
It was a dumb match. Don't you think so, Rico?
Yeah.
And then at the very end, Baron Corbin is staying strong, comes out with the chair and beats the living hell out of Seth Rollins.
Hey, I mean,
so
swing the chair.
Baron Corbin,
swing at you, baby.
Baron Corbin stood on top with the belt, saying, "Ha, I'm coming out with this belt on Sunday." That was Raw. Then we jump into SmackDown, as Peppa talked about. Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston went out with the words of the two of them.
It should have been me.
It was that BS, and then Xavier Woods goes against Dolph Ziggler. And as Pep already alluded, Dolph Ziggler won. Obviously, going to pay-per-view, he's going to win. I really don't know to say that, except for Dolph Ziggler won.
He won. He had a cool super kick. There was one super kick he had. It was pretty cool. They lined him up. He hung him in the ropes and lit him up with a super kick.
Okay. Anything else to add to that matchup there, Rico?
Not really. I actually think SmackDown was better than Raw, though.
Agreed.
See, I honestly didn't think SmackDown was better than Raw. And listen,
and we're back.
For me, I didn't think it was better than Raw because for the 2 hours, listen, we cut out a lot from SmackDown as opposed to Raw, which was 3 hours, and we left a lot of talk in here. So then, but what was a great matchup, what I thought was a great build right here, as opposed to what they did on Raw, was a moment of bliss with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross and Bayley.
Oh yeah.
And chaos just broke out, and I thought this was fantastic the way they handled it. First off, the coffee was there. I was happy the coffee was there. It's only a SmackDown thing, I guess. So I was happy with that.
But the coffee was there.
Was with Bayley.
Bayley brought it
and
out
I loved
and sipped on it.
And I loved it. And then they go at it, and they're talking, and she goes, "I never disrespected you." Da da da. She goes, and then Alexa Bliss goes, "You're lying. You were the one who would pretend to be nice, and then was right behind my back, and da 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 da." So all this other stuff. I'm pretty sure she called her Lexi a couple times in there.
She did.
Getting confused with her real name and her stage name, but hey, either way.
And she called her a whore. No.
I don't think that happened. No, that's what you were hoping for. So then that happened.
There's some violence.
And then so Bayley attacks Alexa, and then Nikki Cross pushes Bayley out the way, and then I don't know what did she hit her with a coffee mug, or she just punched her in the side of the face? And Bayley went down fast from Alexa Bliss.
No, it was good. It was just a real good sneaker shot. Yeah.
And Bayley went down, and they walked off, and Nikki was like, "Oh my God, what'd I do? Odd, but it was fantastic. It was a great build-up coming into Sunday. I'm so excited for this. I'm excited for it, in all honesty.
I never realized how much bigger Bayley was than Bliss.
Right?
Yeah, Bliss
dude,
is tiny.
I didn't realize how. I looked, I'm like, dude, Bayley's a giant. And I'm like, wait, whereas Alexa Bliss that's small?
Alexa's is tiny.
But so is Nikki Cross.
Yeah,
those together, it was an okay height. Then you saw Bayley, I'm like, yo,
is Bayley like what, 5'7" or something like
Yeah,
that?
that's kind of weird.
I don't know. Or is Alexa Bliss your height? Is Alexa Bliss your height?
She's like 5 foot.
Oh, she's gotta be shorter.
Because she's 5 feet of fury, so that's already got a thing.
Oh, then yeah, Bayley's gotta be at least 5'7", dude. I was same with you, Rick. I was like thinking about wow, how big Bayley is compared to her.
Damn right.
Like, she should destroy her.
She should.
But I just want to note, Alexa Bliss won the title from Bayley at WrestleMania 2 years ago. I want to say 2 or 3 years ago. Alexa Bliss is the one who beat Bayley for the title. So she has beaten Bayley for this title before. So WWE likes to copy and paste. We could see another copy and paste here. I'm just putting it out there, you two. Then
it's not gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen? Cross is gonna turn on Bliss.
I mean, I don't know if she's turning yet. She has to eventually, right?
I don't know, because they wouldn't be tag team champions.
No, she's gonna cost her the match though, even if she don't turn. Like, she's gonna try to get her revenge on Bayley, and it's gonna backfire, and Bayley's gonna get the win. Then Alexa's gonna get mad, and then Nikki's gonna snap on her.
I can see it. I can see it.
I like it.
But then our favorite tag team on SmackDown, Heavy Machinery. They were against the match against the B team, while Daniel Bryan and Rowan announced from the side.
He did.
And listen, all I know is the B team actually put on a good show.
I like it. It was a good match.
But Heavy Machinery finally won the match, and they will be fighting at Stomping Grounds for the tag titles. It hasn't been built up as much as I would like this match to be built up for.
Right.
But I still like
agree.
the vegans versus the meat eaters. I think
but they
it's a
didn't
great
use
matchup.
that. They're not using that.
I'm hoping they use that. I'm hoping he comes out with a steak and slaps Daniel Bryan in the face. I will love every second of that.
I'd be in for that.
But what do you think of that? What do you think of Heavy Machinery there, Rico?
What?
What do you think of Heavy Machinery, the tag team? Otis and Tucker.
Those guys are great, man. They're like the Bushwhackers all over again.
Yeah.
See, that's what Daniel Bryan pointed out. But the Bushwhackers never won a title.
Didn't you say where's the guy who waves the flag when they came out? He goes, where's that guy who usually waves the flag with them?
But the thing is he said that the Bushwhackers never won tag titles. So he's basically hinting that Heavy Machinery is not going to win the tag titles. Just putting it out. So wait, are the tag titles ever going to change hands?
They're going to get trash compactors.
Is anyone going to change hands? Let me see here. Some guy has all these titles. Is anyone going to lose a title match? That's all I'm saying. Going into this. Right now, this is what I want.
Stomping Ground is like a fake pay-per-view, so no one really knows.
Yep. So then we have Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston, the two champions, against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
I bet you he's going to stomp him.
And you know who's the first? Wait, do you know who's the first fall?
Sami.
There you go. Sami Zayn is the fall. Back-to-back days. Sami Zayn is not liked here.
Then also before
and
we
then
go
Kevin
further,
Owens is the other fall, by the way.
I got a little bit of
and
I got an Eric moment here.
Eric moment by Peppa.
It's a kind of a culmination of shit. The wild card rule's out of control now, right? We agreed it's like out of control.
They put it to rest. There's no brand split anymore.
Everybody keeps screaming, "Oh, and he's here via the wild card rule."
It doesn't exist.
Why does Kofi have 17 people who hate him?
Didn't you hear what Kofi said?
Because he's on this team. He's on this. He's on this.
Kofi said, "I'm the champ. I can do whatever the hell I want to do, and my boys are going to come with me."
It's not that. No, what I'm saying is, for the consumer, for us watching. Okay?
I love Kofi.
When I'm on SmackDown, I know that I should know that Kofi is currently in a feud with Dolph Ziggler. Okay. But then when he goes to Raw, and suddenly Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens also hate him. But they also hate Seth Rollins, who's also in a feud with Baron Corbin and Brock Lesnar. Wait, but also sometimes Shane McMahon and...
That's what Raw is. It's here. Nothing's pinpointed.
That's not...
This is chaos. This is why WWE sucks right now.
I can't understand.
It's all chaos storylines. There's no combined story. You know the best storyline is a 24/7 title. But somebody doesn't like it there. Tugboat, talk about you.
They make it confusing too, though.
Speaking of that, though, speaking of the title, the last thing I'm going to talk about is that the title was lost this week.
Mm-hmm.
The 205 Live guy,
Drake Maverick
won the title.
Live guy.
The 205 Live guy.
How dare you disrespect that? You
I'm
hear my review?
I'm going to disrespect Drake Maverick.
Hear my 205 Live review?
Yeah, exactly. The point. There is no 205 Live because it's a joke.
I can't watch it.
They have like 12 freaking wrestlers. That's it.
There's so much wrestling in a week. I have to watch. I have to.
So that's it for WWE news. Do you guys have anything else to add there?
Yeah, Rico, anything to add for the Raw and SmackDown?
Before we get into our picks. Nah. All right. All right.
Good.
So we'll talk about our picks then, right? We're coming up.
Yeah, I want to also talk about how your chart sucks again.
No, does it?
It doesn't make moves.
Oh no, because you gotta click that.
Why?
It doesn't come up. I have it here. I got the things. So the first match.
Put my picks in, bro.
Yeah, the first match on our list here is.
Oh, never mind. Your picks are perfectly good, bro.
I know. So the titles are wrong. So don't look at that.
I know.
Look at that. So you got Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. So Tugboat, who do you got for winning that matchup?
You know what? I don't think either one of it's going to come down to a no win.
So you're calling a DQ?
But a DQ on who?
Yeah. So whoever gets a DQ, the other person doesn't get the win still.
control, and there ain't gonna be a winner.
You're saying no winner.
That's unprecedented.
I am keeping this title. People making picks like that. All right. Peppa, who do you got?
I got Roman, because he needs to win now, right? Like,
he's not facing Shane, so he should win, right?
Like, unless Shane interferes, but, you know.
Well, I think it's going to happen. So the next matchup, Peppa, why don't you go in and talk about that one?
Guys, now whatchamacallit has been taking a beating right now. Kevin Owens and Sammy. And I see the New Day really can gain nothing from winning this match. So I got Sammy and Kevin getting the win finally.
Talk about who you got in the tag team match with Big E and Xavier against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Come on, it's Big E's first match back. They gotta win.
There you go. And as I have to agree with you as well, he will take the win. They will take the win as well. So Peppa, I don't know, man. You're on an island by yourself right now.
Well, that's the point. I can't beat you if we're on the same island, bro.
Look, I can't stand the New Day, but Big E just came back. He's gotta win.
All right, so the next matchup I'll talk about, and it's Daniel Bryan and Rowan against Heavy Machinery for the tag titles. I'm sorry, but I don't see Heavy Machinery taking the titles just yet.
I got you on that too, man.
And I could be wrong, so I'm taking Daniel Bryan and Rowan. What do you got there, Tugboat?
I think you're wrong. I think Daniel Bryan and Rowan are finally going to clash heads like they did with, remember, what was that called? Hell Yes?
Oh, yeah, with him and Kane.
They're going to implode finally and do tag team champs.
Whoa! So wait, Rico's going against us now.
He's going with Heavy. I'm tempted with Heavy Machinery.
I want to go with Heavy Machinery really, really bad here, but I'm trying to hold this title right now. So I'm staying away from it.
Make the right pick and take Heavy Machinery.
I'm thinking about it. All right, Pepper. What's the next matchup on the list here?
The Cruiserweight Championship. We have Tony Nese versus Akira Tozawa versus the Philly Stretcher himself, Drew Gulak. I'm taking Drew Gulak for the win, young.
Oh, he's taking the Philly boy. What you got there, Tugboat?
No title change.
Or you sticking with the Tony?
He's sticking with Tony Nese. He is, and I want to take Drew Gulak as well. I really do, but I want to feel like that. Listen, this is another used pay-per-view, so no title's gonna change hands, and I'm taking Mr. Tony Nese for the win. All right, Rico, here we go. What do you got? U.S. title on the line. Samoa Joe, Ricochet.
I don't think they're ready to let Samoa Joe lose it just yet.
He's lost it like 4 times already. So you're going with Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
All right.
Peppa,
what do you got?
I got our boy. Pew pew.
You got Mr. Ricochet.
I'm taking Ricochet, man.
You know what?
As much as I want to say, I don't think they're going to give him a title yet.
I think they're going to take it away because they wanted the whole Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio's son thing to happen for a while. So I think with Rey out the picture, I actually got to agree and go with Ricochet. Although I would really like to see the Braun and Samoa Joe. And hey, listen, if I get this one wrong, so be it. Wait, hold on. Ricochet's been on a semi-losing streak at every pay-per-view. He hasn't won yet. I'm going with Samoa Joe. I'm changing that. I flip it.
What the hell are you doing?
I flip it. All right, go ahead.
Wait, you flipped it now?
I flipped it.
So now you're taking who?
I'm taking Samoa Joe because Ricochet's yet to win in the pay-per-view, and I think they're going to continue that streak.
That's not going to happen no more.
All right, go, Peppa. What's your take off the top? Talk about the next matchup.
Ladies, it is Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. And as much as I love that little 5 Feet of Fury, I think that Bayley is going to retain her title over Alexa. And yes, of course, coffee's going to be spilled.
Right? I'm saying coffee's being spilled. Rico, who do you got in the matchup?
There's going to be a mean streak come out, and it's going to be Bayley.
I hear you.
I'm still waiting for that. So I said they were going to turn her heel at WrestleMania. It didn't happen, unfortunately.
You've been waiting for a lot of things.
Did I say that? Right, WrestleMania or Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank. I said they're going to have her turn heel at Money in the Bank, but then they ended up having Becky lose because of Charlotte and all that BS. So speaking of the Becky Lynch, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. Who you got there, Rico?
The man.
Damn right.
Yep, we are all in agreement with the man here. And you can't hate on that one. Talk about the next one there, Peppa.
That is the steel cage match for the WWE Heavyweight Championship. Kofi and Dolph. I still got Kofi. He's not losing to Dolph Ziggler. Get out of here with that nuts.
I gotta agree with Pepper here as well. There's no way that they're gonna let Dolph win this title. What about you, Rico?
I'm up in the air on this one. I gotta stick with Kofi. I don't know.
All
really
right.
up in the air. So I'm gonna stick with Kofi.
All right. So then for our final match, whether that is, but our final pick here, Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Who you got there, Tugboat?
All right. Now listen to this. Corbin's gonna win, but he's gonna lose it 5 seconds after because Monster or what's his name in the bank's gonna come down and cash in.
Oh, you? So yourself. You're going to cash in your Money in the Bank title match. You're going to be Brock Lesnar.
See, I have Lesnar. Who do you have? Do you have?
He said Baron Corbin's going to win.
But who do you have as the special guest referee? Because that's
Yeah.
like the whole stipulation of this match. So who's going to referee this match to help Corbin win? Because that's the big question.
Yeah, who do you have as a special guest referee for this match up there, Rico? Because I'm thinking it's Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
Yeah, why would Brock Lesnar help Corbin win?
To then beat him right afterwards. He hates Seth Rollins. Might as well beat up Seth Rollins, then have Corbin win, and then take the title. So who do you think special guest referee is going to be?
Paul Heyman.
Oh, son of a bitch, that's not gonna be a good one.
That is a good one. I
That's
like
an
that.
out of the box move.
You know what? Because he actually would show up.
Mm-hmm.
Paul hate him.
Paul Heyman.
Paul hate him. I gotta hate him.
Gotta
Hate him. All right, so there are our picks for WWE Stomping Grounds, not Battlegrounds.
Stomping Grounds, brought to you by Lugs. Remember when Lugs was the thing? This would have been a perfect pay-per-view.
That does look like a lug.
Yeah, the boot looks like Lugs.
It
I
definitely
thought for
does.
sure this would be the perfect pay-per-view to be like, Stomping Grounds, brought to you by Lugs. And then Birdman can be like, because remember Birdman had Lugs, right?
Now I'm thinking about it. It's Stomping Grounds. Seth Rollins does the stomp.
Right, it's his pay-per-view. Right. That's why he has to win. You can't have a pay-per-view named after the guy and then because what else would they call this damn thing Stomping Grounds? It doesn't make any sense. The only person who has anything that resembles a stomp is him. So it has to
He's
be.
going to get stomped. He's going to get stomped.
Yeah.
And Lesnar's going to take the title anyway.
That would be hilarious though. If Brock wins the title at
for 3 more months.
if he wins the title at shitty ass stomping on the grounds, that would be terrible.
No, I might have to rethink this now because then the next pay-per-view would be SummerSlam, and we all know.
No. Extreme Rules. We have
Extreme
Extreme
Rules
Rules
is
first.
next.
It's here in Philly next month.
Yeah, but Brock Lesnar only does the big shows.
Oh yeah, because the next one he would attend would be SummerSlam, right? Yeah, so he wouldn't even show up in July. So that's right.
Exactly. He won't see it, and he'll make the Survivor Series or the Rumble.
Yeah. So he has like 2 pay-per-views left this year for him.
True. So wait, are you still staying with Baron Corbin then?
Yeah, my picks are staying the way they were.
Baron Corbin, cash in, Paul Heyman. I like that pick. All right, well,
Who did you pick for your special guest?
I had Brock Lesnar as my special guest.
I have Brock Lesnar as my
I
special
think
guest.
it's Brock Lesnar. I've been talking about Brock Lesnar. I pick up Brock Lesnar all the time.
How dare you? You do.
It's Brock Lesnar.
You do it every time.
It's just, he's gonna show up eventually.
Even
Listen, he showed up in Money in the Bank. I got that right. Just saying.
Money in the bank.
So I mean, I figure we've been doing this for a while. I think we can cut it this week. We'll talk about the G1 Classic next week. The Climax Classic, G1 Climax, and what's going on with that, as well as some other news in there. But other than that, I mean, I think it's time we get up out of here, guys. What do you think?
You getting ready to get out of here?
I think we're good. Don't you think?
I feel good.
You feel good there, Rico?
Yeah.
All right. Well, from us here at KBW, we like to bid everybody adieu, goodbye, mwah,
and good night, bang.